What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning Oleksandr Usyk. Oleksandr Usyk abruptly responds to Tyson Fury's latest comments, and he said, Usyk on Fury, no one will run after him or make concessions. The fight will take place sooner or later. Oleksandr Usyk went on to say this in his passage. He said, I can't say anything about the fight with Tyson Fury yet. At the moment, the fight is not planned since the negotiations, let's say, are in an impasse. As far as I know, Wilder and Joshua will fight at the end of this year, but the details of the contract are being discussed within the terms. So no specific comments on that either, Usyk told Orange. He continued with, for Fury, boxing is not only a sport, but also a show. And there is another factor, money. He talks about them all the time and talks about these incredible amounts that he wants to receive for the fight. I believe that all his loud statements are the intensity of passions. Without it, he would be nowhere. So what is he afraid of? He is a professional athlete, and even if he loses, he will get his money. It's no secret that purses are contractually set for both parties. If he wants to draw intrigue, it's his right, but no one will run after him or make concessions. The fight will take place sooner or later, and everything will be decided in the ring. Whoa. And lastly, he stated the negotiation process proceeded as it always does. There was nothing unique. The only question mark is Tyson Fury holding on to the WBC belt and setting up unacceptable fight conditions in order to be rejected in advance is much more important to him than playing fair in the interest of boxing industry and the fans who are waiting for the fight. Those are the words of Oleksandr Usyk, and let me counterpunch. Well, Oleksandr Usyk, to me, okay, people, if I had an employee, right, and I know he's always on time, he is not known to tell lies. He does his damn job. He's very good at his job. Versus a person that's always late, that always has an excuse, that slacks on the job. And it came down to which one is at fault for a particular situation. I would have to say, letter B, the second one. And in this case, this is Tyson Fury. Because Tyson Fury has had problems, complications, situations that it came down to him opting out of a fight with Dillian White, refusing to fight Oscar Rivas, didn't want to take the fight with Anthony Joshua in 2018 nor 19, okay, agreed in 2020, lost an arbitration, so they say, in 2021, okay. A lot of just separate things. The Vladimir Klitschko incident from way a long time ago, which what we know about that now, he didn't fight Vladimir Klitschko because he was afraid. He fought Vladimir Klitschko simply because he was on drugs. Yeah, he was on drugs, people. And I mean the recreational kind. All right? That was Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury was in no shape to do anything. So then, oh yeah, it's mental illness. So obviously I must be mental, messing up a opportunity like this. But that's Tyson Fury. So Tyson Fury has a history of doing these things time and time again. And Oleksandr Usyk knows that. His team knows that. They seen that shit show from late last year with Anthony Joshua. Like Usyk told people, there is nothing different about the negotiation processes when you're dealing with one team of managers and promoters versus another team of managers and promoters. They do the same shit, people. You know, the same protocol. It's just Tyson Fury went in there and decided, hey, well, I don't want this rematch clause now. But before that, hey, you take this 30%. Before that, hey, you know what? I won't take that Saudi money. They didn't pay enough. See, it was always something that Tyson concocted. He always stepped into the way of his own negotiation team in order to make something happen or not happen. That's just been his MO. But what we've learned about Tyson Fury is if he's not ready for a fight, you should expect these kind of antics. Okay? Maybe he wasn't ready to fight Anthony Joshua last year. Maybe that was just a whole ploy to sell the idea of him fighting Derek Chisora for a third time, because people really wouldn't buy that after he took on Dillian Whyte and knocked him out in 6 rounds. Nobody wants to see a Derek Chisora fight after that. Dillian Whyte knocked out Derek Chisora. They solved their beef years ago. Now here comes the best man in the world, and he wants to fight Derek Chisora of all people, instead of Joe Joyce or Zhilei Zhang or Philip Hrgovic or even Andy Ruiz. Right? So that's what you're dealing with Tyson. And Usyk's telling you, hey, you know, he's a showman. Without the showmanship, he's nothing. He doesn't have that. That's his passion. If you take away the shit talk, if you take away all those particular outside interferences, you really wouldn't have a Tyson Fury. But in Tyson Fury's defense, that's what makes Tyson Fury Tyson Fury. That's what makes people love him. That's what makes people hate him. Okay, but I do think that Tyson Fury does love the idea of getting in people's head. It gives him energy. It gives him confidence. It gives him strength. It gives him that focus because he knows that as long as he's getting to the other guy, he's going to be on his just due and on his game. But the problem was he couldn't do it with Oleksandr Usyk because he forgetting he had admitted himself. Usyk is a joker. He's a jokester, bro. Okay, so he will take whatever you're doing to him and throw it back at you. Okay? With his own sense of humor, which everyone seems to like. And I think Tyson sees that, and it makes him fucking sick. On top of that, he knows, I have to be ready for this guy. So yeah, I think it should be at the end of the year. Because there's no way I'm going to get myself or push myself into a situation that I'm not ready for. And that's what Tyson Fury's known to do. Now, was it a good idea? Of course it was. He has still no losses, 1 draw, and he's still the WBC champion. Okay? So yes, that has served him very good thus far. But pretty much, like Usyk's saying, and I'm going to end with this fight is going to happen sooner or later. In other words, it's going to happen. Okay? And you can't run. And there's so many places you can go. Because Anthony Joshua is going to fight Deontay Wilder. They're going to settle their beef. That fight's a long time coming. So these guys have to settle it because Tyson Fury, ironically, is running out of fighters that are worth a damn because they're all getting taken up. All the dancing partners have a partner. So Tyson Fury needs Oleksandr Usyk, and I think he knows that. That's why he said what he said. Now Usyk is just really pragmatic about the situation and telling you guys what it is. But anyway, you guys tell me what you think of Oleksandr Usyk quickly responding to Tyson Fury. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace!